Hello to all, this is the presentation of Nativo. As we all know, the DeFi space is a complex system built on top of different block primitives. In Latam Swap, we start trying to build a more gas-efficient implementation of an AMM DEX based on the Uniswap v2 ideas, aiming to reach new EVM blockchains that need this DeFi primitive. But we encounter a problem. There is a building block more primitive than a DEX. This is WETH, the Wrapped Ether token, an angular stone in all DeFi protocols. WETH has been created for making ETH the native currency of Ethereum to work as an ERC20 token. It has been deployed on 2015 by MakerDAO with no code optimization. It's one of the most used contracts. It has locked more than 3.5 million Ethers. This is just on Ethereum, but this contract has been copied again and again in other Layer 2 networks and EVM-compatible networks, like for example Polygon, Avalanche, and Harmony. You may think we are reinventing the wheel, but instead we are making a better wheel. We decide that if we want to make the most gas-efficient AMM, we first have to build a more modern way of wrapping native tokens. That's why we built Nativo, the wrapper chief, a better and modern wrapper standard. This is a brief overview of all Nativo features. For gas saving, we have added the infinite allowance check. We have also improved the interface with more useful methods. We have removed the deprecated DApp transfer on withdrawal. We have added the ERC20 permit for gasless transactions. We have added the payable token standard, and we have also added the flash flow standard. Now let's take a look at the UX of Nativo. On the left side we got the WETH, on the right side we got Nativo. So if we want to deposit to a user, on WETH9 we first have to deposit and then we have to transfer. On Nativo we could use the deposit to function. What if we are a contract and we want to withdraw to a user account? On WETH we first have to create a receive fallback that checks that the WETH is transferring the Ether, and we have to do a withdrawal and then a safe transfer. In Nativo, we just have to use withdraw to. And what if we have to withdraw from another account and send the Ether to another account? On WETH9, we have to do a lot of things, but in Nativo, we got the function withdraw from to. There is no way to an ERC20 to execute a code after being transferred or approval. That's why we decide to add the ERC1363 payable token standard. This standard allows us to execute a code after being transferred or approved. We have also added the flash flow standard. That means that users can borrow money for liquidate or other actions without having to add a collateral. Nativo is also more secure by default. We have removed the dot transfer function that is deprecated, and it's useless if you had a multisig. This, for example, it's a case that happened on Zcash, where that network didn't implement the transfer function, and a contract get stuck 921 Ether. We have also removed the phantom functions. What does this mean? If you call WETH with any function name, it wouldn't fail. That means that if you use, for example, an ERC20 permit, it will pass. This is an example of what happened on AnySwap, where it was lost $1 million. But this has also been reported by the DApp, and it's considered to about $1 billion in play. We have also tested all the features that Nativo has. We have also added invariant test, and as you see, we get a 100% coverage. Nativo is just the beginning. It was developed as a need to build a more gas-efficient AMM implementation based on Uniswap v2. So follow us to get more news.